Welcome student to the discussion of assignment number 3. Now in the assignment the question number 1 is explain why dipole moment of chlorobenzene is lower than that of a cyclohexyl chloride. Now this is chlorobenzene and as we have earlier discussed that it shows resonance. In this chlorobenzene the Cl group have a lone pair of electron which is in conjugation to the double bond. So due to resonance, what will happen? This lone pair of electron will shift toward this carbon atom and the pi electron will shift toward this carbon atom. So it will acquire a partial double bond character. And here will be the negative charge at ortho or para position. So due to resonance, you can see over here, carbon halogen bond acquires a partial double bond character and it gets sp2 hybridized. Whereas in cyclohexyl chloride, carbon halogen bond is sp3 hybridized. Since the bond length in sp2 hybridized carbon atom is less than that of sp3 hybridized carbon atom, so the dipole moment of chlorobenzene will be less than that of cyclohexyl chloride. The reason being dipole moment is a magnitude of the charge multiplied by the bond length, and since the bond length in the double bond is less than that in the single bond, that is why the dipole moment of chlorobenzene will be less than that of a cyclohexyl chloride. Now B part of the question. Alkyl chloride though polar are immiscible with water. This was discussed with you in the physical properties. Why they are immiscible with water? As they do not form hydrogen bonding with water. So they are polar but are immiscible with water due to the absence of a hydrogen bonding. Now question number 3. Write the structure of the major product in each of the following reaction. So these are the certain reactions. We have to write down the structure of each one of the following. Just see the first one. This is tertiary butyl bromide. When treated with KOH and over here it is written as ethanol. So in presence of alcoholic KOH. What will happen? The elimination reaction will take place and it will result in the formation of 2-methyl prop 1-ene. So what mechanism of this reaction? Elimination reaction. This is a property of alkyl halide but a preparation of alkene as was done with you in the class 11th also. Then a secondary butyl bromide when made to react with aqueous solution of sodium hydroxide. I told you this is a substitution reaction. So Br will be substituted by the OH group over here. Now this is ethyl bromide when react with potassium cyanide. We discussed this that KCl is an ionic compound. It will follow a nucleophilic substitution reaction. So it will result in the formation of a ethyl cyanide. Then sodium phenoxide when made to react with ethyl chloride. Again what mechanism? Nucleophilic substitution reaction. NaCl will be given out. This O is negative. It will substitute over ethyl group and this will result in the formation of a compound phenitol. So see over here. This is what mechanism? Elimination reaction. This is what mechanism? Nucleophilic substitution reaction. This is nucleophilic substitution reaction and this again is a nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now question number 3. Para-dichlorobenzene has higher melting point and solubility than ortho and meta. Again it was discussed in the physical properties. Melting point is directly proportional to van der Waals force. Van der Waals force of attraction is directly proportional to symmetry. Now amongst ortho, meta and para isomers are more symmetrical. So it will be having a higher melting point than those of a ortho and the meta isomer. Question number 4. Ethyl chloride on reaction with KCN forms alkyl cyanide, while on reaction with AgCN forms alkyl isocyanide. Explain. We have explained this to you while discussing the reaction with KCN and AgCN. I told you that CN is an ambident nucleophile. That is, it can attack through carbon as well as through nitrogen. Now, why with KCN the cyanides are formed, while with AgCN isocyanides are formed? Because KCN is an ionic compound. Being an ionic compound, it can attack through carbon, which is negatively charged, and nitrogen, which contains a lone pair of electron. But since the carbon-carbon bond is stronger than the carbon-nitrogen bond, so attack mainly occurs through carbon, resulting in the formation of cyanides. Whereas silver cyanide is predominantly covalent. Being covalent, it cannot attack through carbon as it does not have a negative charge. So attack will occur through nitrogen, which have a lone pair of electron, and hence it results in the formation of alkyl isocyanide. Along with that, you must also remember what are ambident nucleophile. The nucleophiles which have two attacking center. Give an example of ambident nucleophile: cyanides and nitro compounds. Now, question number 5. These are conversions. How are the following conversions carried out? First one is propene to propanol. Before carrying out the conversion, you must know the structure which is to be converted to the product. Now, in this case, propene is to be converted into propanol. So, what is the structure of propene? CH3, CH double bond, CH2. What is the structure of propanol? CH3, CH2, CH2OH. So, we must understand that at primary carbon atom, OH group is to be added over here. So, how we will do it? Propene is made to react with HBr in presence of peroxide. So, what will happen? It will result in the formation of 1-bromopropane. This 1-bromopropane, when made to react with aqueous potassium hydroxide, nucleophilic substitution reaction will take place. Instead of Br, which group will come? OH group will be obtained. So, propene get converted into propanol 1. Here what mechanism? Electrophilic addition reaction. Here what mechanism? Nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now, second one is, you just see over here, whatever the conversions we are carrying out, these are the reactions we have studied in the chapter somewhere or other. Second is ethanol to but1-wine. Only in one reaction we studied in nucleophilic substitution reaction to prepare higher alkynes. How? Alcohol, ethanol, when made to react with PCl5, it results in the formation of ethyl chloride. Now it is made to react with how many carbon atoms we have to increase? 2. So it is made to react with sodium acetylide. So terminal alkynes. So here NaCl will be given out and it will result in the formation of but1-wine. Try to recollect the reactions which you have studied in the chemical properties of haloalkanes and haloarenes. Through those reactions only we are carrying out these conversions. This is what mechanism? Nucleophilic substitution reaction. Third one is to convert aniline into chlorobenzene. Remember the preparation of chlorobenzene from diazonium salt? They were Gattermann's reaction, Sandmeier's reaction, all those reactions, anyone can be applied. So first of all, aniline is to be converted into benzene diazonium salt. How can aniline be converted into benzene diazonium salt? When aniline is made to react with sodium nitrite and HCl, the temperature over here is to be 0 to 5 degrees C. So what will form? Benzene diazonium salt. Now benzene diazonium salt is one of the major substances through which the haloarenes can be prepared. Benzene diazonium salt when made to react with Q plus chloride. Q plus chloride is Cu2Cl2. In presence of HCl, it will result in the formation of chlorobenzene. Hopefully, these are very important reactions. Question can be asked in the board examination related to this. The next one is convert 2-methylprop-1 into 2-chloro-2-methylpropane. Let's see the structure of 2-methylprop-1. 1, 2, 3. 2-methylprop-1. What is to be obtained? 2-chloro-2-methylpropane. How do we get it done? It is simple addition of HCl, and what addition mechanism will be followed? It will be through a Markovnikov rule, in which the negative part of the attacking reagent will go to that carbon atom which contain lesser number of hydrogen atoms. More the practice you have for the conversion, better you will be able to do it. Always remember the conversions are being carried out through the reactions which we have studied. Now the next is write short note on all this we have studied. Gattermann's reaction. We have studied this earlier also. Benzene diazonium chloride. When made to react with copper and HCl, it will result in the formation of chlorobenzene or bromobenzene like that. This is Gattermann's reaction. Now Sandmeier's reaction. Benzene diazonium chloride. When made to react with Q plus chloride and HCl, it will result in the formation of chlorobenzene. Then Borodin-Hunsliker reaction. It was one method to reduce the number of carbon atoms. When silver salt of a carboxylic acid were made to react with bromine in presence of carbon tetrachloride and heated, it will result in the formation of a bromobenzene. Here the number of carbon atoms get reduced as it is a decarboxylation reaction. CO2 will be given out, AgBr will be given out, and this Br will be substituted over here. It will result in the formation of a bromobenzene. Hopefully you understand the questions given in the assignment. Please go through the study material which has been provided to you, and a large number of questions which is being uploaded on the school portal. Thank you.